I was thinking about getting an Aura Ring, but I don't like the price and subscription system of the third gen. I was thinking about getting a used Gen 2. I'd like to ask what your battery life was like and how you feel about using it over the last few years.
My battery life was really good on the Gen 2. I am also not a fan of the subscription service, but I got to tell you, I don't think getting a Gen 2 helps you avoid the subscription service. At least that's my understanding. I could be wrong. It could be that the Gen 3 is subscription only unless you are grandfathered in because you were an existing Gen 2 owner who bought a Gen 3. That's what I did. That's how I ended up grandfathered in. You can see I'm actually not wearing mine. The biggest problem I have with the Gen 3 is that they stopped doing half sizes. So I'm an 8.5, and 9 is too big. It comes on and off very easily. And 8 is so difficult to get on and off that I find myself just not bothering to charge it. So if the sizing works perfectly for you, honestly, I was really happy with the thing. It's by far the best health and fitness tracker experience I've had. I can't say that I know it was the most accurate.
Have you ever used Whoop?
No, I haven't used Whoop.
Okay.
Okay. So it's the best one that I've had.
I was actually just like wondering. I'm not like, you haven't tried this one.
Miles ahead of my experience with the Apple Watch. I'd be like driving home after badminton and it'd be like, keep it up. What are you talking about? The Oura Ring would never make those kinds of mistakes. Or I would be actively playing. I'd be on the court and it'd be like, you need to stand up and move around a bit. Meanwhile, the Oura Ring's like, you're going hard, dude. And like, yes, I'm like drenched in sweat, and my Apple Watch is like, hey, potato guy,
maybe you should touch some grass.
Yeah, exactly, right? It's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Oh man, yeah, it's tough. I was really happy with my experience with it when it fit properly. But the subscription model for it, I think, is a tougher sell. But I also, in their case, do understand why they're doing it. They have done a lot of development on the software in the time that I've been using the product. And something's got to pay for that. So there, it's nuanced. I should, you know what? Just in the interest of full disclosure, Oura has reached out about sponsoring us. The first ring I got a Gen 1 that they sent because they were going to do some kind of sponsorship. Or was it a Gen 2? I don't know. I got one ring comped. Maybe it was a Gen 2. And then they were like going to do a sponsorship or something, but then they just didn't. But then I was just using it and liked it. And then they contacted me as a Gen 2. Yeah, it must have been a Gen 2. As a Gen 2 owner and said, hey, if you upgrade to the Gen 3, you get grandfathered in for the lifetime subscription. But you have to do it now before the Gen 3 launches. And I was like, ugh, you shouldn't pre-order, but I actually really like this thing. So I bought a Gen 3, which unfortunately, now that they don't do half sizes, has been actually less useful to me in a certain way of thinking. And then now they have come back and they're saying they're interested in sponsoring us again. So the relationship with them is a little complicated, is all I'm trying to say. So you can take everything I said about them with that in mind. There. So I have bought one.
Meanwhile, my comment on Whoop was not a recommendation. Their onboarding process, as someone pointed out in Flowplane, I agree, is like a little wacky, and I don't like it. You don't see a lot of charts until you've had it for 30 days, and the return window is 30 days long. Also, the subscription is like really expensive. I don't know how expensive the Oura Ring is, but the Whoop is really expensive.
Yeah, Rohanology. Me falling asleep after an exercise routine and my Apple Watch ending up recording a 2-hour nap as exercise time happened regularly. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about.